love we've come so far, and I love how they include kids in those conversations once they get to high school. Um, and I just wish that somebody would have explained to me why I had these resources and how
Yeah.
my brain, um, because I was assuming that I was just dumb, and like that's obviously not the
Yeah.
case. But IEPs, I'm good for you that you have an IEP at that young of an age, because it is hard sometimes for parents to get those. And
Yeah.
they just they had no confidence.
Mm.
And I make them all sit in a circle and stand up and say something they're proud of. And it was like pulling teeth. So I decided to create a leadership workshop, and I really got to hear their experience of what it's like to be a middle school girl these days.
Mm.
And they shared with me like anxieties around achievement, anxieties around peers, the idea like that they can't miss one thing, because if I miss that one thing that everybody's going to, then they're going to make plans for something else, and I'm not going to be included in that. If I'm not included in that, then I'm going to lose all my friends. And I'm like, oh my goodness, I would hope if you're not go to one thing, your friends are going to drop you. So there's a lot of friend groups. There's a lot of differences in maturity levels. There's a lot of differences in interests. Now, some people are getting into like romantic feelings, others aren't there yet. So, start to see just differing and changing of friendships. The girls would tell me how, like, I said, what if I asked you to walk in the hall by yourself? Oh my gosh, you can't be on your phone, can't be listening to music. Like, that is the worst thing you could ever do to me. I'm like, oh my goodness, the thought of walking in the hallway by yourself gives you so much anxiety. They're like, I could never. And what I realized is like, they had no problem solving abilities. No one ever, everyone's telling them what to do. No one's like, what do you think you should do? So I noticed like they have no confidence in how they look and feel and their abilities to do things in life. And so I tried to provide them that space and watch their confidence flourish. But I think it's really hard when you move from elementary school where you care about your parents' opinions and adults to middle school where now you're caring more about your peers' parents, and you don't really know how to navigate that or how to push away from the family values and figure out your own values. That viewers want to feel the content is that it's genuine and you're just posting to post, but then that's not really how the platforms operate, right? So
No.
there's a lot of like missing pieces of creation content, and I think like viewers, and there's a lot of pressure, I feel, on content creators, and then you're supposed to be grateful, so you're not allowed to struggle,
Right.
because other people have it worse, or other people, this
Right.
comparison, which I hate, and comparison trauma is so can be so bad and not helpful. We see it a lot with content creation, like you're not I can be as mean to you as I want because you chose to put yourself on the internet and you chose to do this, but it's like, why choose to be mean to another human being?
Right. Right. I think there's still, even though, content creation is, like you just said, there's thousands of people who make a very good living on it. Like there are a lot of people that where it is a job and it is a living. I think the viewers still want it to feel like this just like lucky thing that happened. And there's still such a at this point, I feel like people have to know, but like it's so much work. It's
Yeah,
so much work, and either people are still choosing to believe that it's easy,
yeah.
or they just don't
I
care
have
because
parents all the time who come into my office and they get stuck in this cycle where they give their kid their phone on social media, then their kids' grades, they're not turning their homework or whatever they're doing, they take the phone away. The kids' grades do better. They give the phone back. They come down again. And we blame the teen, which of course they have control over their behavior. At the same time, it's like we need to teach them the skills to be able to not utilize that phone, because once they're an adult, and we know as adults, I struggle with my phone usage.
yeah.
So a teen who they're constantly posting, not like us where you see your friends post every once in a while, constantly posting, constantly getting notifications, and that social pressure to have to be always on their phone. We have to teach them like phone hygiene, like
Mm,
sleep hygiene, how we take care of our body hygiene. Don't eat ice cream all day every day, you're going to get sick. Same thing with phone usage. We have to teach them how to regulate their usage. and how to recognize when they've been scrolling too long or when to take these breaks, because that's a lot more powerful than us just taking the phone away.